What's up, Army? Welcome back. And if you're new, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing to share this space with me. I hope you're doing well. It's been a while, and it actually took a lot for me to um, hit record. I've been preparing to come on here all day, and it is now 11:30 p.m. and I'm just now hitting record. I'm not really sure why I've been hesitant. Um, but I'm here. I needed to take a break. I needed to recalibrate mind, body, and spirit, and heart, actually. I did a reading a while ago. I can't remember the title of the reading, but in the reading, Spirit kept saying, "It's there, not there. It's there, not there. It's here, not here. It's there, but not there. It's there, not there." As they just kept repeating it over and over again. And I finally understand what the message in that was for me. And it's one of those things that, how do I explain this? Have you ever known something? It's like, it's the difference between knowing something with knowledge and then recognizing it in your spirit. It's like what I posted on the community page, trying to explain energy to a non-believer is like trying to explain color to a blind person. You can learn something in a book. You can learn something because somebody told you. But it's not until you are in a place to ingest it, to really apply it, that it makes sense. So I've been going through my processes like I do. Those who have been with me know that's what I do. And I'm back. And it feels great to be back. I was honestly tempted to just not come back. But I love this too much. I can't explain it. If you know, you know. All right. So, needless to say, I have a channel message sort of kind of in code, kind of, I don't know, I guess if you know, you know. If it resonates, it'll resonate. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And I hope you enjoy the story regardless. Yeah. So the first thing I have written down is, manipulation will never be able to disguise itself as love to those that understand what love is. It can confuse, it can delay, but it will never win. Love always wins. And this is why it's so important to heal. to come to a place of loving yourself and understanding yourself. Spirit's giving me that quote. I think it's Carl Jung. What is it? Something to the effect of understanding your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darkness in other people. Recognizing yourself, recognizing where your wounding comes from, recognizing, recognizing, acknowledging your truth and the things that have been suppressed, your roots, the importance of dealing with the traumas and the issues of childhood. Like it the the rewards that come from that are priceless. The wisdom that comes from that is priceless. The lessons that come from that are priceless. Because when we understand how we've been manipulated, when we understand those triggers that have been instilled in us, the grooming that has been put on us, when we reach back into the dark recesses of our mind and our body and our spirit and really seek out the answers to why we feel the way we feel, why we feel powerless in certain situations, why we feel or why people have been able to manipulate us. The Spirit showing me like the spaghetti, the confusion, the lines and the wires that are all crossed in our mind. You know, it's like this says, okay? Manipulation will never be able to disguise itself as love to those that understand what love really is. Spirit is showing me this analogy of like, it's interesting. It's a wire, it's wires that are crossed. It's not even crossed, it's like they're showing me the brain. And they're showing me the word love in one specific part of the brain, right? And they're showing me it's like it's very electrical. You have a light socket, and then you have wires that run to that socket, that run from the circuit, that run from the main, you know, entry point of electricity to the house. You know, I'm not an electrician, so I don't know how to use the technical terms, but this is what Spirit is showing me. It's like the wrong wires have been put into the love center, is what they're saying. The wrong wires have been put into the love center. The pathways to love have been screwed up. And it's really up to us to, they're showing me unplugging those wires, unplugging those pathways to redefine for ourselves what love is. I hope this is making sense because I see it. They're literally showing me like love, right? The word love in the brain and wires going to it. Like imagine it's a neon sign. But the wires that have been like, it's not lighting up. Thank you, Spirit. It's not lighting up because the wires that have the pathways that have, it's like, oh, I'm getting so frustrated. All right. It's like, here I am here in my house. Okay. And I give you the address to my house, and it's up to you to figure out how to get to my house. But the GPS you're using is all fucked up. The GPS you're using hasn't updated in 75 years, and it's giving you roads that no longer exist. It's telling you to walk through swamps, and you need a boat, and you need this, and you need that, and you need all these extra things because your GPS is stuck on 75 years ago. So you can't find your way unless you update. Finding the way to love and what love is meant to be and what love is very difficult when you're running on old programming and outdated beliefs. And the way to identify that old programming and those outdated beliefs is to go back and update. It's an uninstalling and a reinstalling. I did not see this message going there, but this is where we're going. And when you update, when you install new program, when you get brand new wiring, when you rip out the old wiring and recognize that it's corroded and that little plastic coating that's on it is just worn out, and there's sparks flying from areas that don't even need sparks flying from, is there's disconnect, there's malfunctioning all over the place, so the love cannot light up. Because the current is disrupted. The old wiring needs to be replaced with the new wiring. And when that happens, finding your way to love is no longer a challenge. It just flows. Because love is our natural state of being. And it's the faulty wiring and the faulty programming and the fucked up triggers that have been installed that have trained us to believe that love is difficult and love is hard to find. But it's not. Love is this big, giant neon sign waiting for everybody to find it. It's there. It's at the top of a hill. It's just waiting. I'm getting that quote, arrogance requires advertising, confidence speaks for itself. Love is confident, and love stands there just waiting for us to clear out the distortions, clear out the illusions and see it for exactly where it is, right there at the top of the hill where it's always been. So to get back into what I wrote, this storyline applies to what I just said. This arrogance requires advertising and confidence speaks for itself. There is a storyline that is this crossover of, this might sound weird, but it is a crossover of The Little Mermaid and The Wedding Singer and Princess Bride all in one. It is a love story that redefines love. Let me explain. First with The Little Mermaid, okay? The cartoon, the original as far as I'm concerned, the Disney cartoon. I haven't seen, that's the only one I go by. So let's just assume whenever you hear me mention that, okay? Now, we used to talk a lot about the Sea Witch, Ursula. And The Little Mermaid, what happens? The Little Mermaid falls in love with Eric and goes to Ursula for help to get to him. She can't get to him because she's a goddamn mermaid. She can't walk and he lives on the land, right? So she needs legs. And Ursula says, I'll give you the legs, but it'll cost you your voice. And she takes Ariel's voice, sends Ariel on her way, gives her a time limit. And Ariel starts to win. She starts to beat the challenge even without her voice. Eric still starts to, like, there's just something about her that he can't let go. So what happens? Ursula has to cheat. And she jumps in there and uses Ariel's voice and puts a spell on Eric to make Eric think Ursula is the one he's been looking for. It's manipulation. It's greed. It's control. It's so many things, right? Now, in the past, I've spoken about this energy, and I've said that, like, instead of seeing this as some manipulative other female trying to take a man, I've said sometimes this sea witch is the person that you think is your masculine. And while that may still be true for some of you, there's another layer where it's there is a masculine that is using the voice and the image of another masculine to put a spell on a feminine, to make this feminine fall in love with him instead of who she's actually supposed to be with. And it's not love, it's greed, it's manipulation, it's grimy, it's cheating, it's envy, it's jealousy. It's not love. And this other masculine his voice has been stolen, figuratively or literally. He can't say anything. He is essentially Ariel. And he is in a position where he's being forced to sit back and watch Ursula put a spell on his true love. And this Ursula masculine is so convinced and arrogant. But this masculine here, this Ariel, is like that neon love sign on the top of the hill where he sits and he waits for the woman that he loves to see through this facade, this fraud, and recognize the difference between manipulation and love. And he, again, like that neon love sign, he sits shining and right here. And he waits for her to heal. And he never loses faith that she will see him, that she will see through the illusions, and she will see him right there, right behind this liar. It's there, not there. So how does this apply to the wedding singer, right? Well, in the wedding singer, it's a little, we don't have to switch the roles. We don't have to switch genders, because if you haven't seen it, the wedding singer, Drew Barrymore, hires Adam Sandler to be the wedding singer for her wedding. And I keep seeing the scene where Adam Sandler sings he sings this song. He's like, I'm on my knees, pretty please kill me. I want to die. Put a bullet in my head. And he's singing this like really fucking depressing, like crazy song. And Drew Barrymore's character is like, I love it. I love it. And she's engaged to this tool bag. This like series, the guy's a douche. Like he's a total douche, right? And needless to say, she starts spending so much time with the Adam Sandler character. I don't remember any of their names in the movie, to be honest with you. So she starts spending so much time with Adam Sandler. She really starts to fall in love with him, but she's engaged, right? So what is she gonna do? And this guy, this douchebag who plans on marrying her, who has no intentions of ever being faithful to her. He has no intentions of any of that. The only reason he's marrying her is because he thinks she's trustworthy and she's not going to, use him for his money. He thinks she's naive. He thinks he can just come in and, again, manipulate her. That he can keep being the asshole he wants to be, and she's just going to stand by him because she always has. And you have the Adam Sandler character that's like, why can't she see me? I'm right here. And then you have in the end, Drew gets upset. She thinks that he's back with his ex, or he's back with somebody. So she gets upset and she runs off to just Vegas marry this guy. And Adam Sandler stops it. And Adam Sandler and Billy Idol and the whole crew, they stop this guy, tries to stop Adam Sandler from singing to her, from getting to her. He does everything that he can, and it doesn't work. It's similar to when Eric is I'm seeing it in my head right now, when Eric is about to marry Ursula and all the animals come through and they like just tear shit up and break the spell, and then Eric realizes, oh shit, Ariel's right there. It's like that. It's like what happened in the airplane on The Wedding Singer. She's on her way to marry him, and then the whole crew comes in. Autobots roll out, and they're like, no, love will prevail. Same thing with the Princess Bride. Princess Bride, what happens? Buttercup is in love with Wesley. And what is his name? Prince Humperdinck. he wants her for himself. He doesn't want her to have Wesley. And he promises her. Wow, how does it happen? Catches them. She like runs away. She's like missing. Oh, that's right. She got kidnapped, but he staged the kidnapping. That's wrong shit. That's right. He staged the kidnapping and actually wanted to have her killed, which you don't find out till the end of the movie. Spoiler alert. He staged the kidnapping and like pretends to search for her, even though he knows where the fuck she is and who kidnapped her. And Wesley intercepts And it's like, you know, hey, as you wish, I love you, whatever. And then they're like going through the forest, and the prince comes, and he's like, what is this? Like, who is this guy? You know what I'm saying? And then she's like, you gotta promise not to hurt him. He's like, yeah, sure, I'll promise not to hurt him. And then he tries to kill him, and he lives. But he says, you know, and then he lies to Princess Buttercup. And he's like, I'm gonna send all my ships to get him, and you know, if he really loves you, he'll write back. And it was a lie. He never sent the ships. He never sent her letter. He never sent her letter. So because he never sent her letter, she thinks Wesley never fucking responded. She thinks he never cared. She thinks he's just gone. And now she's got to marry this Prince Humperdick. So she would rather die than marry him. She goes to kill herself. And boom, there's Wesley. Back from the fucking dead to save the goddamn day. All three of these scenarios are playing out in one storyline. And I can't believe I've been talking for 30 minutes, but Spirit says the truth is stranger than fiction. It sounds, what's the word? Far-fetched. But the truth is stranger than fiction. Take it as it applies. So, moving on. I can't believe we're talking for this long. I have no idea I was going to... Anyway. It's getting the color blue. I got blueberries. I got robin's egg. Robin's eggs are blue. Blue is truth and clarity. My nose is itching. Eagles. I got eagles. It's either the bird or the band. I don't know. And cinnamon oatmeal. Somebody loves cinnamon oatmeal. Somebody eats cinnamon oatmeal. Somebody could be eating cinnamon oatmeal right now. First I got cinnamon, and then I said very specifically cinnamon oatmeal. Somebody's getting shocking news while eating their breakfast. And I heard that term, who pissed in your Cheerios? You ever hear that before? Someone's like mad and it's like, who pissed in your Cheerios? Or is that how it goes? Something like that's what I heard. Okay. And then I heard cover blown. Somebody is going from feeling undefeated to really fucking paranoid. And for some reason, it's while they're eating breakfast. I don't know. It's the energy of someone getting away with something for a really long time. It's the energy of like any one of the movie scenarios that I just told you that go on obviously for more than 90 minutes, obviously for longer than a movie. And then I heard the house that Jack built. Now I did a reading. I don't even know how long ago it was at this point. I think I did this reading on my other channel. And if that's the case, you're going to find it in the archives playlist on this channel. It says the house that Jack built in the title, I'm pretty sure. That's the energy that I got here. It's got to be like 3 years ago. Anyway, so then I heard, you think you're better than me? You think you can be me better than I can? Go ahead. I'm not helping you anymore. You think this is easy? Go ahead. It's like the energy of like this it's the energy of Ariel handing her voice over to Ursula. Like with this confidence though, where, you know, Little Mermaid, she's not really the most confident, because if she was, she wouldn't have needed to go to Ursula in the first place. You know what I'm saying? This is all right. You think you could get Eric? You think you can get, go ahead. Here's my voice. Go ahead. But Ariel, knowing that Ursula can't compete where she can't compare. Ariel, knowing that at the end of the day, Eric is going to recognize her over Ursula all day, every day, without question. No matter how much Ursula tries to not be an evil, conniving, manipulating witch, it's still going to come through. Sooner or later, it's still going to come through. And Ariel will, be the reigning champion. This is the energy that I'm getting. This is the energy of Ariel just like, go ahead. Go ahead. You think it's you and not me? Go ahead. And then I've got like this really tired, like heavy energy, like just, and I heard he failed. And I heard, give me the mic back. So Ariel's like, someone's taking back their voice. Okay. Ariel's like, all right, Ursula, you fucking suck. Give me my voice back. I think we proved enough. I think it's very clear that after everything, Eric is still not choosing you. So get out of the way. Like it's get out of the way now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then I heard that this is a meme I posted a while ago. They can copy your recipe, but they'll never have your sauce. Can't compete where you can't compare. Period. This is like something that has played out and proven itself. And then I saw a big out of business sign, like out of business. Somebody's out of business. Somebody's done. And then I got the scene from the movie Elf when he's in the mall and there's the Santa and he's like, you sit on a throne of lies. You're not Santa. You smell like beef and cheese. That's it's like, you're not like Ursula's trying to pretend to be Ariel, and like, you're not Ariel. Like, you're not. You're not Ariel. Like, literally, you had to put Spanx on, and you had to change your whole goddamn face, and use spell work, and all this other shit to even come close to being Ariel. And still, after all of that, after all that effort, after everything you put into it, money, time, energy, everything that you put into it, you're still not her. And Eric still, I knew it was you type shit, you know? That's what I got. I don't know. I didn't all I have is the front and back here written here. I did not expect to be talking for 40 minutes on this, like, one page front and back channeled message, but here we are, man. If you're still with me, I love you. I wanted to do cards, I wanted to do charms, I wanted to do all the things, but I think I'm just going to leave it at that. 40 minutes is pretty long. I'm going to leave it at that. See how much storage I have left on my phone. And I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back with another one. I hope you got something out of that message. And like I said, if you're still with me, you're absolutely a real one, and you already fucking know it. And it's good to be back. It's good to feel your energy again. And I'll catch you on the next one. You're beautiful. I love you.